What can sleep do for me? It will help boost your cognitive function, your ability to process different tasks in the game, your ability to try to think and outperform your opponent.
Transmission received. Authorization granted. Welcome to the video.
What's up, dreamers, and welcome to another episode of Driving and Vibing. Today I want to talk about sleep and the importance of sleep and how it can impact overall health and longevity, and how it can clean your brain like a washing machine. Yeah, like that's real. Like seriously, it is. And I also want to talk about how it can improve your gaming performance, your reaction time, your cognitive function. I talk about cognition all the time. Basically, your games, like your ability to process the game, your game sense, your energy levels. Sleep is ultra important. Ultra important. I say that. I'm telling you, I'm going to say that every video. But sleep is very, very, very ultra important. And I'm gonna go over a little bit of tips, kind of what I'm gonna go over what I did in the past, of course, and anyways, let's get into it. Sleep. I want to talk about. Let's just go over why sleep is important. Like, what can sleep do? What can good sleep do for me, right? As a person who wants to improve their health, and as a person who wants to improve their video game experience, their gaming performance, especially if I'm competing. What can sleep do for me? It will help boost your cognitive function, your ability to process different tasks in the game, your ability to try to think and outperform your opponent. It will make sure good sleep will help you reduce fatigue, will help you, keep those energy levels high so that you can game longer and be more efficient in your game. Excuse me. And sleep can help. So there's some little benefits for playing video games, but sleep can also help your overall health and quality of life. One other thing that kind of is lesser talked about is just besides for overall health, longevity, and the washing machine in your brain, which we'll get into in a minute, good sleep can help reduce your cortisol, which is your stress hormone, which could in turn help reduce your feeling of irritability and anger. So when you play let's say you play in a video game and you just keep over and over losing at the same level, or losing to the same opponent, or just getting outperformed by an opponent, you're going to get irritated regardless. But if you're at a lack of sleep and you're continuously at a lack of sleep, you're going to get even more aggravated, even more irritated. And if you're doing that, if you're getting more irritated, more aggravated, if you are fatigued on top of that, and it could because you're not getting good sleep, your performance in the game is going to suffer even harder than it would if you had good sleep. And I feel like that is a little bit of an overlooked kind of benefit of good sleep. Like you could get good sleep. I'm trying to focus just right here so that I don't get hit by this people blowing stop signs. Come on, dude, you have a stop sign. Dude, get out of here, you got a stop sign. So when I was 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, however old I was, many years, especially in high school, I stayed up all night. And I'm not downplaying the importance of learning the trade, which is your video game. I spent a lot of time learning Counter-Strike, learning my opponents, how they played, learning everything I could possibly utilize in game to become a better player. That is also incredibly important. But your health will help you utilize all of that information to the maximum extent, and that's where sleep will come into play to help with all of those aspects. So when I was in high school, I used to stay up all night, literally maybe 2 to 3 in the morning, and playing video games to improve my ability to play, which if somebody told me this back then, I maybe would have improved my health a little bit more to make my game better. But then I would wake up at 6 in the morning to go to school, and then I would sleep through school. I don't condone this. I think school's very, very important. Education is important. Thinking back on it, I love education. I mean, I'm still going to school. School is very important, but I would sleep through school sometimes. Not even joking, sometimes I would sleep through matches like that I had during the week. I'll never forget one time my team called me. I was so tired from staying up every single day that the one day that we had a match was like a 7 p.m. match or something like that. I was like, I'm so tired, I have to take a nap at 5. And because when you get that worn out, sometimes when you take one of those naps, it's not a nap, it's an all-night thing. I slept right through the match. And I was a starter at the time, so that wasn't really the best thing that I could have done. And even doing that, it didn't even dawn on me the fact that my lack of sleep was affecting my gaming performance. And that's something that, you know, I find very valuable, that, you know, when people talk about getting better at a video game, not many people they always talk about the, you know, getting better at the game, playing the game, practicing the game, but not many people, if any, even talk about the fact that everything you do outside of the game also impacts the game. Like sleep. Sleep is very, very important. And that was one example. I'm sure I've slept through other matches, but I remember that match. And, well, I don't remember the match because I wasn't there, but I do remember sleeping through it. And, yeah, not the best or the most, you know, exciting thing to go through, right? Because then your team's mad at you, you didn't answer the phone, it kind of looks like you bailed. You could say you took a nap and overslept, but, you know, I don't know, did you? That's what I would think. Like, did you actually do that, or you just bail on us, right? Not a really good thing to do. So sleep will improve a lot of different aspects. And I want to get into the dishwashing thing. Let's get into the dishwasher. Your brain's a dishwasher. So I do research on brain and Alzheimer prevention, and dementia prevention. This is by the biohacker in me, because I don't ever want to get Alzheimer or dementia. I want to start preventing it now. Even for all those years later that it really presents itself. But one of the things that I learned is that as most of you are aware, there's a lot of different stages of sleep. There is your light sleep, your deep sleep, your REM sleep, and I'll make a video on all the different sleep stages, but one of the sleep stages, and I believe it's your REM sleep, which is rapid eye movement sleep. It's where your brain, if I'm getting the stage correctly, I believe it's that one. It's either that one or your deep. Your brain is able to, in this point, start clearing out the plaque in the brain. Plaque in the brain builds up after years and years of just wear and tear, basically, the stuff that we eat. And I'm not trying to freak anybody out. It's not like it's building up so much all the time, and anyway, take that with a grain of salt. But it does clean out. The brain and the body is so powerful that it does have the ability to clear out some of this plaque to help prevent any sort of, you know, damage that could be done to the brain. That's one of the powerful tools of the body and the brain, and it's amazing, and I love that. But you would have to be able to hit those stages. That's why sleep is also important. You'll have to be able to hit those stages for your brain to be able to kind of activate that little cleaning system it has. And I do work on my sleep a lot. I have for many, many years. There are times that I stay up later than I should, of course. I mean, it happens, right? But I try the best that I can to go to sleep at the same time every night. I try to get up at the same time every morning. I try to make sure my sleep hits around the same hours every single night. And I could make another video, maybe a more in-depth, science-packed, information-packed video. Lesser of the stories on this, but sleep is very important, and I try to keep a routine going here. And I would say if I was going to try to make the pro circuit again right now, I would make sure my sleep was on point and I wasn't staying up all night playing video games, because I would want to make sure all of those other aspects of my mind and body are kind of aligned to be able to make sure that my game is more consistent while I'm playing the game. So I wanted to talk a little bit about sleep. I know I rambled a little bit in this video, but stuff and things, you know what I'm saying? I hope everybody's having a great day or a great night if you made it this far in the video, and I hope to see you guys back here in another video. Later, dreamers.